So this is Rhino, obviously, on the retro card for the Spider-Man. So this is one I was pretty excited to get because I actually used to have the Build-A-Figure one that came out a few years ago. But I kind of like this one, especially with the faces too. I wish I had the old one for comparison. I'd sold it a long time ago, but it had like this really crazy open face. So like one of the faces was open like this, and it was just, I don't know. I wish I had it to show you, but it was really funny. And then there was one that had like a mask that kind of went over his nose. But so for the most part, just looking at the package, it looks like the same mold that they had before. And this is like the bigger packaging, kind of like the way Kingpin was. So like I have the Mysterio one here, and I'll just show you it for comparison. So you can obviously see, just how much bigger this figure is, and like, Mysterio is kind of like a standard size figure, especially with the packaging as well. Another comparison, if I can reach for it real quick, I've got the Hulk from the 20th anniversary set. So you can see that they kind of went with that as well. Still a bit bigger than it. I guess it's just trying to get the logo and set. But figure wise, it's still, Hulk still looks a little bigger, but just kind of, that size comparison there. So looking at it in the package, it looks like has like a lighter gray from the Build-A-Figure one that came out a few years ago. You do have two alternate hands here, and then you have two alternate heads. See, basically have fisted hands and then like kind of open hands here. Have a pretty cool picture on the side. And honestly, we usually don't see this, but like when you look at the picture versus the figure, it's kind of like the same style pretty much. On the back, we basically get like a picture of the waves here, which I did a review on all those a couple months ago. I think I reviewed the whole thing as a whole, but anyway, so there's that. And then you get a picture of like, how you put his hands and fist on and stuff. Kind of odd that like it just looks like a crease rather than, spot to put it in. And then you get like a picture here up top of what he looks like again, just like on the front. Nothing on the side, just the sides of the bubble wrap. This is one that like I'm just like, I want to open, but I don't because it looks so cool in the packaging. I guess later on down the road I could buy it separate. So this one wasn't too bad price. It was, I think, 35 or 37. I did order from Big Bag Toy Store, and really have to give kudos to them because the packaging they did is really good. So I just want to show you that too because I haven't ordered anything from Big Bag Toy Store from a while. So basically, let me scoot this out of the way real quick. When you get the box, it says BBTS, Big Bad Toy Store, all over it. And they actually have like a bubble wrap kind of see for it. So, very simple, came in good shape. This toy thing is getting harder and harder, so it's really, I really appreciate, buying something online and being able to like, trust their packaging and doing it the right way. So, but anyways, so I'm gonna open this up and show you how it looks. Alrighty, so I got Rhino out of the package. I guess I'll just start with the figure, I don't know. So yeah, this is basically the same body mold that we had before. No gripes with it or anything. It's a really good body mold. Has a very thicker torso, so it doesn't look like it's, I don't know, like Thing or Hulk, or it's kind of different. Plenty of articulation here. The ball joints just have like this kind of rock thing going up, so that's pretty cool. They did a good job with that. It does kind of leave this gap open a little bit, so different angles like there, it looks, kind of sticks out. But, ultimately I like that it's like kind of like he's got wide hips, I guess you could say. I don't know. He does have like a waist swivel, diaphragm crunch, so he can go like that. As far as back, he doesn't really go back, so it's ratcheted too, so it's like really good on there. As far as arms go, his arms don't have a whole lot of articulation, so like they go up like there, go back down there. Does have the bicep swivel, and that is a bit limited because I noticed like the bicep and tricep parts can kind of rub against inside the arms too, so just be careful with that. Does have single jointed elbows, so kind of goes like that, all the way out like that. So you know, the wrist's smooth, and just kind of rotate like that. See, going back down to the legs, we've got like a single jointed knee, so just kind of goes, excuse me, goes about 90 degrees. Whenever you do it, just kind of leave like a gap here, but they did try to, it's a little weird, like they sculpted here, but not in the inside of the knee, so that's a little weird. As far as ankle pivot goes, he just kind of goes all the way up like that. That's about as far as it goes. Get that leg up. And then when you go back, it goes about like that. So, and I do like the Rhino kind of toes and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. I do like that the wrists are concave. So what that means is whenever you take out this part right here, you know, it's concave, so it kind of hides this little joint right here. So that's pretty neat. So if I take this fits right here and put it there, you know, it helps to cover that joint, so that's really cool. His hands do have like the nails look kind of like the Rhino feet. So basically the story of the Rhino was like this suit is just covers his whole body and he can't take it off at all, but it gives him all these superpowers. Obviously the question is going to be, you know, how to use the bathroom, but I cannot answer that one for you. As far as the neck goes, it's like this. So his neck and his head is kind of on one spot. So it goes down like that, goes back up like that. I kind of like the Rhino eye on the side. That's pretty cool too. The other one didn't have that. As far as his head turning, it's about as far as it goes. His what's that? The oblique muscle? I forgot. The Barclester muscle. They used to have. Like, he used to have huge ones back in the day. But anyway, that muscle kind of blocks that part of his sculpt. So there you go. So I'm gonna try his other head, just see what it would take. There's a picture of the inside too, so I like this face. Like, I think they did a really good job of the face sculpts. You know, a lot of detail there too. Like, you see like the crow's feet around the eyes. He has like kind of that, I don't even know what you call that, that old man wrinkle. I don't know. So, let's see. So if you want to put the alternate hands on, you can do that. Yeah, it goes on really nice and tight. So if you want to just have them kind of like a, looks like he's trying to get ready to wrestle someone or something. I don't know. But I do like that. That's pretty cool. What I'll probably do, I kind of want to see how well he'll balance. I'm trying to get him like in a running position. So I've heard a lot of people say like this is, you know, either easy or easier than it looks. I think my problem is going to be like getting him to stand with other figures like that. Let's see. looks like I can't quite get him. I mean, you can cheat a little bit and just kind of have him like that, but I don't know, I'm trying to get it where he's balanced, and I don't think I'm too far off. Aha! I don't know, I'm trying to see if he's like leaning or something, but yeah, so there we go. And then you can kind of lean his head up a little bit, so it looks like he's charging, you know. I did have to kind of cheat a little bit because his body is so heavy, I have to like shift the weight to like his, I guess his left hip. So I'm gonna try that with like the standard stuff he had. Let's see. Maybe just the fist. Sorry, I have to kind of pull this off camera. I mean, it's good and tight in there. It's just, it's really good and tight. I'm trying to get both hands on there just to do that. I don't think it affected any way, but you never know. All right, so I've got that. Let's see. All I have to do is touch the head. Alrighty, let's see if I got this, like, yeah, it's pretty cool. Well, apparently if you say pretty cool, then that's a key word for it to fall over. But so yeah, that's pretty neat. I'm gonna kind of bring that in a little bit. It's weird, I'm trying to like just kind of figure a way to do a thumbnail like that. So yeah, it can be done. My big question here is like whether it's gonna look good displayed. You know, well, it'll look good displayed, but whether or not it's gonna stay like that. I don't know, I figure I had some stands laying around that could try to balance it out a little bit because, you know, he has pegged feet there and same thing here, but yeah, it can be done. I mean, honestly, this was like one of my favorite figures of the Spider-Man series. You know, kind of up there with like Sandman. I even like the dinosaur lizard a lot too, but I see why people like her, you know, don't like it as much. I mean, it's hard to pick. Like, this has got to be one of my favorite in the Spider-Man line, though. I mean, I think I like this one better than I do the Build-A-Figure. I mean, I don't have it for comparison, but I just think the faces look better. I like the lighter gray tone, and obviously the price, too. You know, that Rhino Build-A-Figure, I remember I sold it. I think it was like $130 or something like that. And you're getting this for like a third of the price. So I'm glad they re-released it. Glad they made some improvements there as well. Would I give this a perfect 10? No. I do have minor gripes with like the hip joints here, like having that gap there. I wish there was something that could be done there. You know, obviously in this pose right here, it doesn't harm it at all. But other than that, I mean, it's... I mean, I'm at least going to give it a 9. Definitely want to give it a 9.5. You know, minor gripes just kind of hold it back. But other than that, it's just amazing. I mean, the sculpt work on it is fantastic. You know, all the muscles, the little, I don't know, bumps or whatever it is. They did a really good job with that. Even like the cracking kind of dry skin, I guess you could say. So I think they just did an exceptional job with this. You know, I mean, like Hasbro, they kind of get, you know, not a bad rap or anything like that, but they kind of get, you know, pointed down because of certain things they do. But like sometimes they come out with something like this and just completely knock it out of the park. So it's really cool to see that. Really glad I got it. And, you know, if you got it, let me know what you think. Can't wait to put this on my Spider-Man display and hopefully get a spot where he's posed like this and keep the balance and that going. So anyways, thanks for watching.